bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees from Stellenbosch University. I had the pleasure of serving as the external member of the PhD committee a few years ago. Her work was outstanding. And her title is Explorative Study of Efficiency of Micronutrient Foliar Applications in Selected Leucospermum and Protea Products. And the growers here from Hawaii will be at the edge of their seats because trying to grow tropical leucospermums, which they're doing at low elevations, does not promote, but exposes a lot of foliar micronutrient problems. So we're going to aim to solve those by listening to this presentation. Thank you, Eugenie.
Thank you, Ken. Okay, good, ready to go. I thought I had a break before I was on, but so here I am. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah, it's a long title. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so yeah, I get into a lot of different orchards, different soil types, different climatic areas in South Africa especially. And when the season starts in spring, some of the plants look okay, and then as it goes along, you see the interveinal chlorosis becoming more obvious. Sometimes with zinc, it must be really bad. You can see the leaves become smaller. You get a little bit of stunted growth, but that's not as obvious or as common either. The thing you see the most is the interveinal chlorosis. And then by the time you see it at the end of the growing season, it's like, oh, maybe if I did something during the growing season, I could have prevented the situation that I'm in at the end of the season. So that was one of the thinking behind the study. Unfortunately, we often rely on what we see visually. Visual deficiencies, whether it be macro or micronutrients. By the time we see it, it's actually too late. We need to detect it while it's still the levels are suboptimal, but you can't visually see it. And that's where a foliar analysis, obviously, or a leaf analysis becomes important. And unfortunately, I also work in the citrus industry, and with all fruit crops, citrus, stone fruit, palm fruit, there's very clear guidelines on leaf mineral norms, specific time of the year when you take your samples, and then you can compare it to something to say, well, this is where the ideal is where you want to be. This is, too much or too little, and we don't have that for Proteas. There's a lot of papers that's been published with results, but is that the norm? That's the question we also need to ask ourselves. So this is not, well, it's not great pictures anyway because it's sort of yellow leaves, but the coloring isn't great.